All right, guys. So the market has been consolidating. I trade gold and GBP, JPY, and both are just kind of ping-ponging. If you look at gold, like it's just, yeah, it's going back and forth. It's just like ping-ponging. I'm going to show you on GJ. I'm going to mark up my chart because it's due to be marked up again. It's been a couple weeks. So we are overall bullish, right? So technically we're overall bullish if you look at the higher time frame, and it's kind of just moving sideways in here. But I am going to mark it up. Okay. The market has just been so crappy. Okay. And then you want to identify your numbers, okay? And you always want to round. So either a full, so they're either going to be full numbers, half numbers, or quarter numbers. And we're going to do major and minor structure. And you can put as many as you want in here. So this is right at the 2, so I'm just going to put a line in here. Make sure you guys are putting it at the candle body close. You don't want it like halfway up the wick. And your zones should be no more than 10 or 20 pips, guys. So some of these are like 5, but yeah, you don't want to make these any more than 10 to 20. This is going to be the full. So this was 10 pips, this zone. And it's where you're getting the most reaction. So you can see that this zone, it was like it hit here, 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 and here, right? So that's where your zone should be. And you can put as many as you want, but try and, obviously I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm not adding too much in here. Even okay, so say those are our zones, and let's say like you missed this buy. So it came down here and it went a little bit farther. So you kind of want to see why it came down farther. So it came down almost basically to the full number here. This is the full. Okay, so it didn't quite hit the full. It looks like it was like just shy. So we're gonna go 50. So this is 5 pip zone. Yeah, okay. So it just came down almost there. So you kind of want to go to the left, and you can see that there was price action over here. It was a retest zone. Okay, so basically came down to here. All right. And it did come, it was a little bit farther over here, but so say you missed this buy. It came down past your structure, retested here, and then came back up. And then you saw it coming back down to this structure. And you were looking to get into a buy. So we're going to circle this, highlight it. Okay. And we're going to go down onto a lower time frame. Where was that? So like way over. Oh, here we go. So this was the fall. So this is 150. So it looked like it was coming down a little bit past your structure to the full number, but it didn't quite hit the full. So let's say this is, you missed this, okay? And then you saw it coming down again, okay? Hits kind of here, goes up, second, so this would technically be the third, right? 1, 2, 3. And then you decide to get in here. So let's say this was this is technically the third reaction because it came back once, twice, 3 times. So let's say you decide to get in here. We're going to go down on a lower time frame. So you've seen it reacting. And as soon as it starts closing above here, this would be your entry. You can even go down on the 1 minute. So You've seen it coming down here, and it should always, like, it's always going to come in and kind of test this full or 200. So to take this buy, it needs to close above the 200, which it was. So came down, and then you see it closing above your zone. So you take a buy in here once it retests kind of in near the 500. And your first TP would be up here. Or, oops. So there's minor structure in here, okay? So this would be your first take profit. So let's say you set your stop loss for 20 pips just below. All right. And then it starts to go. All right. And then it hits in here. And then you don't get out, and then it starts to come back down. So let's say it starts to come back down. And it stops you out. So to kind of avoid this choppy market, you need to make sure your minor zones are breaking. So make sure that you're watching the 500, the 600, the 800, the full number. You want to be watching those half quarter full numbers because they need to break, especially when there's minor structure. Like this is your minor structure. That should break for it to continue up. So to avoid this kind of choppiness and this ping-ponging, set your take profit at minor structure, watch it. Or you can even, if it starts to come back down, you think it's going to retest and go back up, you can even set your trade a little bit in profit. So like this whole trade, it would have been worth it. It would have been 100 pips. But if you set it kind of like, I don't know, more here, so at the 300, I mean, that would still be like down here. Yeah, like 80 pips ish, 350. So it's not necessarily bad, and at least you'd still be in profit. So yeah, if you want to avoid this, you need to make sure that your minor structures are breaking. Otherwise, like there's a good possibility that it's going to do this. It's going to come back down and retest this area and then go back up. And then if we watch it, yeah, basically it goes up again, doesn't break, goes a little bit higher, almost to the 800, but not quite. And then it comes back down, even like back down to this section. So to avoid this kind of consolidation and choppiness, make sure that your minor structures are breaking, and then you guys won't get stopped out. Right now, the market is currently ping-ponging. So that is my advice for if you are currently in a trade right now, because we are at current price with GJ and gold, and they're both kind of ping-ponging right now. If you guys would like to see anything else, please leave it in the comments. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel.